Hello and welcome to Maths with Jacob. This lesson will focus on making smaller groups. In this video, students will be given a large group of objects. They will be asked to make smaller groups from the given larger group. In some cases, objects may be left over. Example 1. For the following group of apples, circle smaller groups where each small group contains 2 apples. So here we have 6 apples. So to get the answer, circle 2 at a time and you end up with these groups. And you could be asked the question, how many smaller groups of apples are there? You write the answer there. Next example, for the following group of marbles, circle smaller groups where each small group contains 3 marbles. So here are our marbles. We have 12 of them. And for the answer, just circle 3 at a time. And we have a question on the next slide. For the previous slide, how many smaller groups of marbles are there? And you write the answer there. For the following group of oranges, circle smaller groups where each small group contains 4 oranges. Now if we count all those oranges up, we will see there are 12 oranges there. And once we circle groups of 4, remember each group has to have 4 oranges, we can be asked the question, how many smaller groups of oranges are there? We write the answer there. For the following group of pairs, circle smaller groups where each small group contains 3 pairs. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here are the 10 pairs there. We circle smaller groups which contain 3 pairs only. Here we are asked the question, how many groups of 3 are there? We write the answer. How many pairs are left over? So after we circle the groups of 3, how many pairs are left over? Example 5. For the following group of strawberries, circle smaller groups where each small group contains 6 strawberries. So here we have 15 strawberries. That'll help us. So 15 strawberries there. And we divide them up into groups of 6. Okay, so how many groups of 6 are there? Write the answer there. How many strawberries are left over? Here's a suggestion for example 7. Draw a group of 20 matches. Divide these matches into smaller groups where each group contains 4 matches. How many smaller groups are there? So you do your drawing, then you divide them up into groups where each of them has 4 matches, and then you find out how many groups are there altogether. And example 8, draw a group of 30 bananas. Divide these bananas into smaller groups where each group contains 7 bananas. How many smaller groups are there? And how many bananas are left over? So this has been a very interesting video where we've looked at larger groups and we've been asked to divide these larger groups into smaller groups, and in some cases we've had numbers left over.